Today, I'm going to be switching the careers of Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts to see how the NFL plays out. So as you guys can see, my boy Brock Purdy is on the Philadelphia Eagles, and my boy Jalen Hurts is on the San Francisco 49ers. And as you can see, this is what the 49ers roster is looking like. I mean, the offense is clearly stacked. The O-line is a big issue, to be honest with you. But as you can see, they clearly have a top 5 defense in the league, so hopefully this will make up for the terrible O-line. And on the other hand, this is what the Eagles offense is looking like. I mean, they definitely have the best O-line in the league. I also upgraded Brock Purdy to an 82 overall. At the moment, he is a 79 overall, but Madden did say he was going to be going up to an 82 in the next update, so I just upped him right now. And on the other hand, this is what the defense is looking like. Again, just like the Niners, this is definitely a top 5 defense in the league. And currently, right now in real life, the Eagles and the 49ers are the only 2 undefeated teams left, so I mean, swapping Purdy and Hurts should be a good one. As you can see, though, the Eagles did have a pretty solid season, going 12-5. The Cowboys ended up winning the division, though, and they played the Packers in the wildcard round. On the other hand, the 49ers are going to go 16-1 to win the division. That record is going to give them the #1 seed in the playoffs. I mean, it seems like Jalen Hurts on the 49ers definitely has the upper hand over Brock Purdy right now. I mean, the guy had 3,800 yards for 46 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I'm kind of expecting him to win MVP. On the other hand, though, I mean, Purdy had 3,700 yards for 26 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. But as you can see, it looks like the Eagles are going to take down the Packers. So now they play the Falcons in the divisional round, and the Niners play the Bucs. So just as I expected, I mean, both of these teams are going off this season. If the Niners and Eagles win today, that means Hurts and Purdy are going to be playing each other for a trip to the Super Bowl, which would be a crazy way to start things off. And I kind of have a feeling that's going to happen as long as the Eagles can get past the Falcons. Because I just saw down below a couple minutes ago that the Niners did end up winning their game, so they're already going on to the NFC Championship. So the Eagles are the only team left that's got to make it. That's a good run from Swift. As you can see, though, the Falcons did end up scoring first, so I mean, we're gonna need to get some points on this drive if we want to stay in this game. I mean, I am not trying to go down 2 scores to the Falcons. For some reason, they always get the best of me, but I'm hoping today will be a different outcome. I'm just gonna put it in the air again here, though, because I mean, Purdy is throwing absolute dots so far. I'm just gonna go to Smith, who is wide open for a first down and some. We did get struck with a holding call, though, so I mean, we need 16 yards for a touchdown. It looks like it's gonna work, though, because nobody is on Goddard. I don't know why you'd leave him wide open, but the defense kind of collapsed there, so we're gonna tie the game up. As you can see, we're down by a score in the 4th quarter. If we score here, though, that's gonna give us the lead, and we're gonna get the ball back, which should put the game away. So it looks like the Eagles are headed to the NFC Championship game. As I said, the Niners did end up winning their game, so Purdy and Hurts are going to be playing each other for a trip to the Super Bowl. And it looks like Hurts and the Niners are going to come out on top with a 1-score win, so they play the Ravens in the Super Bowl this year. Brock Purdy put up one hell of a fight this season, though, even though they lost in the NFC Championship game. I mean, the Niners are a tough go. That team is stacked, and as expected, Jalen Hurts won MVP this season. This is going to be a tough game, though, because I mean, Lamar Jackson is an absolute threat, and I'd say the Ravens probably have the best defense in the AFC. So our #1 NFC defense against their #1 AFC defense means that points are probably going to be hard to come by this game. So hopefully we can get something on the board. I'm going to hand it off to McCaffrey here, though, and see if he can get a run going, which he will. So that brings up a 3rd and 1. I trust him to get 1 yard. I mean, McCaffrey's literally in the MVP votings right now. So as a running back, that is insane. And he's going to get the first down. I'm going to put the ball in the air again here and try and go for Debo, though, and hopefully he can get open. If not, I might be able to go for Kittle, but that is looking good. That's going to be a first down from Debo to keep the drive going. This play right here is super risky, but they only have 1 guy in the backfield, so this might work. Jennings, he doesn't have the best hands in the league, but he's not terrible. He should be able to catch that. We're not going to get the touchdown, but we're going to get it all the way to the 2. So I'm just going to hand it off to McCaffrey here, and hopefully our O-line can give us some blocks so we can punch this in, but it looks like that's not gonna happen. I mean, the Ravens did end up bringing up a 3rd down after that. If we can't get this, I'll probably just end up attempting something on 4th down, but it looks like Debo's open for the touchdown. So that is going to give us the lead first here. Ravens defense did put up a fight, though. I mean, no lie, they did almost stop us at the 5-yard line. And as expected, we have a really close game in the 4th quarter, but that score right there is going to make it a 2-score game. I mean, it's kind of just back and forth. We're going to give the ball up as long as our defense defense gets a stop, which they will, the Niners are going to get the Super Bowl in year number 1. I mean, that team was absolutely loaded. They definitely deserve that. As I said, I kind of have the Niners versus Ravens Super Bowl happening in real life this year. I mean, as long as Lamar's wide receivers can start catching footballs. But anyways, Hurts balled out today. He definitely deserved that. So as you can see, to end off year number 1, Jalen Hurts and the 49ers are going to be hoisting the Lombardi trophy. But anyways, after that season, both teams are kind of broke, so we cannot add any more players to either of these teams. The Niners didn't lose anybody, but the Eagles are going to end up losing DeAndre Swift, so they are not going to have a running back next season. I mean, we're going to have Gainwell and Penny, who are both young, but none of them put up anything near what DeAndre Swift was doing. But I mean, since the rosters on both of these teams are pretty much the same, I am expecting both of these guys to have another crazy season. And this season, it looks like the Eagles are going to go 12-5 to win the division. They play the Vikings in the wild card round, and for the second season in a row, the 49ers are going to go 16-1 to win the division. And once again, they're going to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs. I mean, ever since Jalen Hurts has gone to this team, the 49ers have been absolutely unstoppable. I mean, they've only lost 2 games, and as you can see, he had another crazy season with 3,400 yards for 40 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. So once again, he is going to be in the MVP race. On the other hand, Purdy had another all-right season with 3,500 yards for 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions though, which isn't the best for him. And somehow the Vikings managed to absolutely obliterate the Eagles 38-0 on their home field. I have no words for that performance. I mean, that is actually embarrassing if you're an Eagles fan. I don't know how they let that happen, but it looks like the Niners are going to end up taking down the Vikings. So now they play the Cowboys for another trip to the Super Bowl. Anyways, we do start with the ball here, so hopefully we can get something going on this drive, because I mean, if we do win this game, that is back-to-back Super Bowl appearances for my boy Jalen Hurts, and somehow there is nobody there. So McCaffrey is gone. I'm gonna try and hit the juke, and it looks like we're gonna get caught, but either way, that's a massive pickup. That is why you want to have Christian McCaffrey on this team. I mean, it seems like every time you give him the ball, he gives you the most explosive play you could possibly ask for, and it looks like we're gonna find Ayuk in the corner for the touchdown. I don't know how we got the feet down, but we did. So that was a very quick drive for the 49ers. I mean, at that rate, we are gonna score like 100 points in this game. Okay, we didn't score 100 points, but we do have a 3-point lead, which is gonna go away pretty quickly, and we gave the ball up, and if the Cowboys score here, that is gonna end the game. I don't know what happened in between the first quarter and the fourth quarter, but we kind of fell off. So the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, which I can't believe I'm saying, because the Niners usually dog them. I mean, after that game, we finished off the season, including playoffs, at 18-2, which is still ridiculous, but I really didn't think the Cowboys would be the one to end our streak. As you can see, we're going to get robbed by Patrick Mahomes for MVP, though. We did come second place in the votings, but still, that definitely sucks. And it looks like Mahomes and the Chiefs are also going to end up beating the Cowboys in the Super Bowl this year. So no surprise, Patrick Mahomes has got himself another ring. But as you can see, once again, the 49ers are going to be broke this offseason. So we're going to be losing a few players, but no one's super good. On the other hand, the Eagles do have a lot of money to work with, which is nice. We're going to be losing Dickerson because we already franchise tagged Reddick, which I feel like that was definitely the right move. But I mean, as you can see, the Eagles are going to have one hell of a free agency this season. We got Joel Bitonio, Micah Hyde, Elijah Mitchell, and Quandre Diggs. But as you can see, heading into year number 3, I mean, the Eagles offense has definitely improved. And looking at it now, I'd say the Eagles probably have the best defense in the league. I'm not going to bother showing you the Niners roster because it really hasn't changed. But again, I'm expecting both of these teams to go off this season. And as you can see, the Eagles are going to go 14-3 to win the division once again. And this time, they're the ones that are going to be getting the number 1 seed in the playoffs. And on the other hand, the Niners are going to go 13-4 to win their division as well. And they play the Cowboys in the wild card round. And once again, our boy Jalen Hurts had another MVP caliber season with 3,900 yards for 40 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And Brock Purdy had another pretty solid season with 3,800 800 yards for 27 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. But surprisingly, it looks like the Niners are going to lose to the Cowboys for the second season in a row by 1 point. So now the Eagles have to play the Cowboys in the divisional round. But it looks like this time the Cowboys are going to be the ones losing by 1 point to the Eagles. So now they play the Falcons for a trip to the Super Bowl. Defense did end up getting a stop on the first drive. So I'm going to hand the ball off to Mitchell here, and hopefully he can get a first down, which he will. I'm going to put the ball in the air this time, but I feel like the Eagles run game should be ridiculous today just because of how good our O-line is. I mean, we clearly have the best O-line in the league right now. I probably could have hit Mitchell again there for a first down, but we're going to be 3 yards short. And since we only need 3 yards, I'm just going for another run here. But the only good wide receiver we have right now is AJ Brown because Smith is injured. So, I mean, if we win this game, he will be back for the Super Bowl, but he has been out for like the last 6 weeks. And AJ Brown actually ended up coming back from injury like a week ago. So this is his first game back. So it seems like the Eagles have had some problems with injuries this season, but as long as we win this game and go to the Super Bowl, we'll be back to 100%. Anyways, Mitchell has actually been getting shit done so far this drive, but this time I'm going to switch it up, put it in the air, and hopefully AJ Brown can be open here. And it looks like nobody is on him, so that's going to be another first down. I mean, since we don't have Devontae Smith, this guy's the best player on our team right now, so I'm going to try and get the ball back to him again. If this play works, we should be able to get a lot of yardage here, and it looks like it's going to. So one more play and we should be in the end zone. I mean, Mitchell has been doing pretty good on the run so far, so I'm going to hand the ball off to him and see if he can punch this in. I mean, our O-line has been doing really good with the blocks as well, and it looks like we're going to get the 3 yards that we need, so that is going to give the lead to the Eagles first here. Hopefully we can hold on to that. And as you can see in the fourth quarter, once again, the Falcons are getting the best of me. I mean, if we can somehow get the ball back, which we will, if we score here, we have a chance to win this game. It's up to the defense, but it's looking like they're going to put together a game-winning drive. So we got 30 seconds to do something, and we're gonna send it to OT. I mean, this has been an all-out war, man. The Falcons are absolutely balling, and so are we. And we're gonna get a game-winning touchdown, which is gonna send the Eagles to the Super Bowl. So Jalen Hurts has got his opportunity. He's already got himself a ring. Now it's Brock Purdy's turn to try and get the job done. That was a crazy game. I just want to point that out. That is like game of the year level right there. But anyway, surprisingly enough, it looks like Dak Prescott's gonna win MVP this season. Somehow Jalen Hurts came 5th place in the voting. I don't know how that happens with the season that he had, but no surprise, it looks like the last team standing in our way is Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. So I mean, this is going to be a very difficult game to win. They're 15-2. On the bright side for us though, we did get Smith back, so we do have both of our wide receivers to work with today. That play is going to get blown up, and after that play, the Chiefs have brought up a 3rd and 12. So I mean, we are in trouble right now. If we go down by 2 scores, I don't know what we're going to do, because Patrick Mahomes, once he starts scoring, he doesn't stop. We're getting sacked. So it looks like we have dug quite the hole for ourselves here. I mean, as you can see, Patrick Mahomes did end up scoring on that drive. As I said, once he scores, he doesn't stop. So we're down 14-0. Somehow AJ Brown escaped 3 tackles right there. So after that play, I mean, I have hope. We actually might be able to put some points on the board here. If we can do that, I mean, we're going to be right back in this game. And with the defense we have, we could very easily win this. But anyways, once again, I'm going to try and put the ball in the air here. It is 2nd and 3. I'm really betting on AJ Brown being open, and it looks like he's barely gonna get to that. We held on through the contact. Chiefs brought up a 4th and 5 after that though, and I'm putting it in the air because I am not giving him a chance to go up by 3 scores. It looks like Smith is gonna be open, so that saves the day, keeps the drive alive, but he's injured. I mean, our players are dropping like flies at this point. I have no idea what's going on, and the Chiefs brought up another 4th and 13. So I mean, we desperately need something here, or we're going to be getting nothing on this drive. But it looks like we're going to find Goddard for the touchdown. Thankfully, that was super dangerous. I mean, if that didn't work, we would have probably gone down 21-0, but we got points on the board. Either way, we're still down by a score, and I have a feeling that this game is not going to end well. And as expected, it's looking like this game is not going to end well. We're down by 2 scores, and the Chiefs got the ball back, so they're going to salt the clock away, which is going to give Patty Mahomes, I think, his 2nd Super Bowl of the video at this point. I mean, the Eagles did put up a fight. I can't be mad about that season because Patrick Mahomes is almost impossible to beat. That guy's an absolute threat. I mean, it still sucks to make it this far just to lose. But anyways, anyways, as you can see, to end off year number 3, it looks like Patty Mahomes is once again going to be hoisting the Lombardi trophy. But anyways, this time the Eagles had to franchise tag Devontae Smith, so we're broke again, and we're going to be losing quite a few players again. And on the other hand, the 49ers had to franchise tag Deebo Samuel, so they're also broke. They're not going to be losing anyone super good though, so I mean, this team is still set. But anyways, that's going to bring us to year number 4, which is going to be the final season of this video. The Eagles lost Darius Slay. The Niners didn't lose anyone, but they also didn't gain anyone. Either way, end of story. Both of these teams are still loaded, but for the final time, we're going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs and see what's up. But no surprise, once again, the Niners are going to go 15-2 to win the division, which is also going to give them the #1 seed in the playoffs. And the Eagles are going to go 11-6, but the Cowboys ended up winning the division. They played the Packers again in the wild card round. And as you can see, Brock Purdy finished the season with a career high 4,100 yards for 23 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And Jalen Hurts had another MVP caliber season with 3,300 yards for 41 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. That is 4 seasons in a row with 40+ touchdowns. But unfortunately, the Eagles are going to get absolutely obliterated by the Packers, so that puts an end to their run. And the 49ers are going to be taking on the Bears in the divisional round. It looks like the Niners are going to take down the Bears, so now they play the Packers for a trip to the Super Bowl. Packers and Niners do have history though. I mean, it seems like every time these two play each other, it's an absolute war, so I'm not expecting anything different here. We're gonna find Deebo for a massive pickup. I feel like if we didn't stumble there, that could have possibly been a touchdown, but I'd say we have the upper hand in this game because Warner, Bosa, McCaffrey, Hurts, and Ayuk have all gone up to 99 overalls. So this team is loaded, and obviously that was a very solid pickup from McCaffrey. As I said, it seems like this guy goes off every time he has the ball in his hand, so I'm gonna hand it off to him again here. And once again, we're gone for another first down. So I mean, my boy McCaffrey is getting shit done right now. I'm thinking if Ayuk can get open here, that could be a touchdown. I'm hoping for Kittle. I can't go for that though. That's a lot of risk right there. We're gonna find Ayuk, who's gonna sneak in though. So that right there is gonna give the Niners the lead first. That was one hell of a drive. As I said though, I mean, Packers and Niners is usually an all-out war, so this should be a close game. And as you can see, we have a close game in the 4th quarter, but it looks like the Packers are getting the best of us right now. So I mean, we're gonna need a miracle to win at this point. But that's not gonna happen. So going to the Super Bowl for the 2nd time is not gonna be happening for Jalen Hurts, which is kind of disappointing, but we did put up one hell of a fight. I have no idea who the hell their quarterback is. That is not Jordan Love. Once again though, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is gonna win another MVP, and somehow we came 5th place in the votings again. So Hurts has been getting robbed lately, and once again, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are gonna be winning another Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure that's the 3rd time this has happened today, so just like always, the Chiefs are dominating. But anyways, that's gonna put an end to this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel, and if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can, and while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.